Happy Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. First off, a big shout out to more than half of you who just joined me on Google Meets through the Google Classroom. That was so cool to see all of you guys again. I love it. And I talked about exactly what is going to happen right now, which is you take notes for this problem and then you post it in the Google Classroom. Again, that was so cool to see all of you guys. I will see you Mondays and Wednesdays. And in each one of you, I will start reaching out, maybe either one-to-one or in small group on Google Meet, so I can address more questions and help more one-on-one. Okay? So again, thank you for joining. Now let's move on. Unit 1, Form BT3, round multi-digit whole numbers to any place. Get in that Google Classroom. That's the pattern. Most of you guys are in there now daily. I love it. Let's go. Happy Wednesday again. Just a quick reminder. I was messaging some parents last night on Class Dojo. Always do Imagine Math first for 30 minutes. You should be passing 1 to 2 lessons a day. The goal is to do 70 by June. Okay, a lot of kids are doing really well in Imagine Math. That covers all the 4th grade math standards. Go to Math Facts, these YouTube notes, and then a Math Freckle Math Prodigy for, some more review and fun. Here it is. Math grade 4, unit 1, practice problems. Juan and Maria both rounded. So this standard is still on rounding. We are still rounding. 3,421, but use different methods. Now on the problem, it didn't put a comma in there, okay? But we should know by now there should be a comma there. So I'll put it in there anyway. Different methods. A method is a way of solving a problem, okay? What's cool is when you move on later on, high school, college, life after school, you can solve a lot of problems different ways. Just like a lot of teachers have different ways of teaching problems too, okay? I recommend always look at 3 different ways or 3 different methods. So let's see Maria's method. Now, also watch out though, because the method could be wrong, okay? Maria thought about it this way. 3,421 is closer to 3,000 than to 4,000, so it rounds to 3,000, okay? Juan thought about it this way. 3,421 rounds to 3,420. 3,420 rounds to 3,400. 3,400 rounds, there should be an S here, to 4,000. So 3,421 rounds to 4,000. Wow, Juan did a ton of steps. Okay, that's a lot of steps. Maria basically did 1 step. Juan. Which statement describes these methods? Keyword methods again. See how we see methods? Methods. Possible answer A. Maria's method is correct. Juan's method is correct. Neither methods are correct. I should say neither method is correct. Both methods are correct. Okay, well, let's find out. Now, the last couple days, last couple lessons. This is number 14, so look at 13, 12, 11. If you are having trouble rounding, go back, watch those other videos, okay? I like how Jacob posted the other day that to solve these problems, just memorize the mountaintop. All right. So when you go to 5th grade, you need to round. This same concept applies to any of them. All right. So we could call this, I'm going to quote Jacob. Thanks, Jacob. Mountaintop. All right. So let's see what Marie did. 3,421 is closer to 3,000 than to 4,000. Let's see. If I write 3,421, she rounded to the ones, tens, hundreds. She rounded to the thousands place. Now this time I'm not going to do all the lines and everything because now we are getting faster. Okay? Look at the previous videos. Okay? So let's see. We find the thousands place. We look 1 digit to the right. And if it's a 1, 2, 3, or 4, it's going to stay the same. So this is a 4. This is closer to 3,000. Okay. So Maria's method is correct. It does not go to 4,000. She's right. And once kids get really fast at this, they just do it in their head. Okay? Which is fine because they look at the 2 digits and 34, 21. Like in real life, most of the time, you just do mental math. So let's get fast to mental math. Now let's see what Juan did. All right. Juan went from 34.21 to 34.20. Okay. Looks like he rounded to the tens place. Okay. That's fine. If it's a 1, 2, 3, or 4, it's a 1, so the 2 stays the same. But now it looks like this was step 1. Let's cross it off. Now he does this one. And I'm going to point down here so you can see it a little better. 34.20 goes to 3,400. Now he was rounding to the hundreds place, which is true. It's a 1, 2, 3, or 4. All right. So far he's right. This is right. If we are rounding 3,421 to the tens place, it's closer to 20. So that makes sense. 420 is closer to 400, not to 500. And then here's his last step. Let's look at the last step. 3,421 goes to 4,000. So notice how he rounded to the thousands place. Thousands place. I use my mountaintop. Look, I'm just going to use this guide. I underline the thousands. I look 1 digit to the right. If it's a 1, 2, 3, or 4, this stays the same. Uh-oh, Juan, we made a mistake. We need a one-on-one conference. Why? 3,421 does not round to 4,000. It doesn't. It rounds to 3,000. Why? See this 4? See that 4? It rounds to 3,000. So Juan's method is correct. No. Neither method is correct. No, because this one's correct. Both methods are correct. No, Maria did it correct. Maria, you get the prize for the day. So Maria's right. Okay. Now on Friday, I will post a problem either identical or very similar to this. So I can see if you're watching the videos and taking the notes. Okay. That was about 7 minutes, 50 seconds. I will not wrap up showing you the Google Math class in the Google Classroom because I showed that to you on Google Meets. So do your assignments later today. Again, as usual, I'll take your comments at 10 at night, 4 in the morning, whenever, I don't care, and I'll respond to you right away. Check the Google Classroom. So I'm going to write that nice and big. Google Classroom. Check it 1, 2, 3 times. When you wake up, I'd say maybe 1 p.m. and then maybe 8 p.m. Okay, or 6 or 7 p.m. So check it 3 times a day for all of your programs that you guys use for the school. Imagine Math, Imagine Learning Reading, Achieve 3000, these video notes. I am checking them 3 times a day, probably 10 times a day. Okay, I love seeing all of you guys again. Keep doing your work. Be safe. Practice social distancing. Okay, and we will see each other again soon. Bye-bye.